Welcome to my RC life. Today we got shop time with Traxxas Mike. We got a Redcat blackout. We're going to do a steel spur gear mod and a full motor rebuild and cleaning. Let's go. What's going on, everybody? Traxxas Mike from my RC life. Beautiful Friday morning, 7 o'clock, Memorial weekend 2020. The virus is still going on and everything. Today I got the little Redcat to do some work on. My friend Clayton stopped and dropped off some parts. Just trying to cover up his address and stuff. Parts for this Redcat. So I'm going to go ahead and put that together for him today. We'll go from there, guys. Had a wonderful day taking footage yesterday, and this boy got some sun. Just a little bit. You can see where I was wearing my wife beater, that's for sure. Anyhow, let's get to this Redcat, guys. Here's the old gear and new gear side by side, okay? The diameter difference is that's not what the worry is. This metal one has this big guy here. When this plastic one would slide onto here, it would slide back far enough. See this little notch right there? To put it'd slide back enough so you could put your little E-clip in there and hold the gear on. Being that this has this notch, when we slide it on, it don't slide back far enough to get to that slot, to get to that groove in the shaft to put that E-clip in. So yeah, a lot of people would give up, but no, that's no big deal to me. I am going to fix it right here in the shop, so let's get at it. Let's get after it. Here's the old gear. Okay, so that one's roughly 270 thousandths of an inch. 270 and a half. So yeah, we're just going to say 270 thousandths. Now let's measure this metal one here. This one is getting 354. So we got to take about 80 thousandths off of this. Okay, so I already kind of set this up. I want to try to keep as flat as I can. I don't really have much tools to do it up here. So what I did is I got a socket. You can wrap this in tape if you want to. I'm just gonna sit a rag on it like that. I'm going to put that down in there. Put your socket, or this vise, being it's a middle push, you don't want to tighten it up to one side. Like put the gear here. You want to have it in the middle so it'll be a nice, even clamp. Alright. Put that down on there. Now without the cloth on there, I can see if it's straight or not, but you can just kind of feel. Because it sticks over the edge of the vise jaws a little bit. Feels pretty even on each side. You don't want to clamp it down, rip down on it. It is metal, but you don't want to damage those gears. I'm just gonna come in with my Ryobi here and just take a scan and then measure it. And one thing to do, like when I was starting right there, you want to try to keep your grinding wheel flat as can be. And right here, you can tell that I had my grinder at a light angle this way. Because look, it was only cutting here and not here. So yeah, you want to keep your blade straight, and that's a good tool to figure how to keep it straight and flat. Now I'm holding it flat. This bearing was turning real hard. Let's see if we got a replacement. Good enough for the girls I go out with. None. Ain't been on any dates. What a loser. Another thing, this motor was locked up almost. Hear that? That goes. That don't sound good, boys and girls. Ooh, here it goes. It just locked it up. Oh. Well, before anything breaks on it, it didn't really lock up, but it got super tight. I'm going to pull this thing apart. I had to pull this pinion off anyways, and you'll see there's a slight dip right here. That's for this reason right there. So when it's in, this transmission's mounted in the truck, like so, you can come in from the side, spin the gear to correspond, and come in from the side. Turn the gear to correspond with your gap, with your groove, and come in from the side. So yeah, let's get that. So yeah, let's get this off. This one's been Loctited, you can tell. You'll have 3 screws around the top. Lightly tap on your shaft. Lightly tap on the shaft, and it should pop your back loose. And you can see why it's doing what it's doing. Probably has a bad bearing and needs a good clean out. Now really pay attention when it comes apart. Like, see that bushing? Remember that goes on first. Then slide this out. It's going to be magnetic, so it's going to be really hard to pull out. Lightly grab onto it. Okay, now. And did you see this guy fall off? So it's the next one that goes on that. So it's the next one that goes on that shaft. And then down inside here, you can see some more. Let's dump those out. Okay, what we have is a thin one, and then a thin brass washer, and another bushing. What they are is just spacers to go in there. So, okay. Next thing we want to do is pop out the bearing there. There you go, guys. Just popped right out. I'm going to pop them out. Alright, guys, we're out here in the garage. We got the armature, whatever, in the core. You get that all looking purty again. Yeah. Got the bearing installed in here already. Get some of that white lithium grease all up in that. Alright, throw that guy down in. Hey, not bad. So the way in looks like to me. Now you don't put any lubrication in here, even though you want to. Sometimes I'll hit it with like a WD-40 type of spray. And no, it won't turn over right now because, as you can see, it's stuck to this side of the can. See, that's why you can't spin them when you don't have the end bell on. So let's put this end bell back on. which is going to center the shaft. You need to spin this to center for your wires there. You can take like a pointy thing like this and just kind of, just like that. That'll line them back up. All right, let's get our screws back in there. Do not Loctite these. I've never had an issue with them coming out. I mean, I guess if they come out, you could try to put a medium Loctite on them, but they usually hold in. I've rarely seen a screw loose on one of these. All right, guys, because of the gear change, I don't have enough movement. I don't have enough movement on that for adjustment. Now I could get a way bigger pinion, which I don't have. But Clayton could order a bigger pinion or whatever, but I want to get this going for him today. So I got this little diamond bit, and I'm just going to make him go a little bit more this way. Alright guys, so I got the gear mesh set where I like it. I do need to slide my pinion out a little bit, I see. Right there will be fine. Perfect mesh. So now, I already got that dry shaft in, got a nice little perfect amount of slop. Nice perfect amount of slop there. Okay, I got this center section. I think it can go on. It'll only go on one way. Next is this piece. Notice these screws, you don't put those screws in right now. You gotta put this gear cover and suspension mount thingamabobber on first. These two right here are longer because they go all the way down and through the front of the diff housing, kind of right by the pinion bearing, and it bolts it all the way down through and tightens everything up real nice and tight. Holds everything together, you know. All right, you got your little dog bone style axle shafts. Slide that in. Tip your wheel up, and then you're going to have to spin your tire to make the this side match where the dog bone needs to go as well. So yeah, once again, load it up in there, just like that. Start flexing this guy up, turn your tire to align it. I can see it, you guys can't, but all right, this little guy here comes and snaps on right there. Same thing with this other side. These top two, these top upper supports, they got hit right there. So when you're putting everything together. Huh, everything slid in on its own. Look at that. Okay. Bam. Snap that on. Okay, upper A arms right here. We got these guys here. You grab it and you put it through your little pinhole, and then you got to move this back and forth to align it with the chassis or the top of the diff. Slide it in just like so, all the way in flush. Do the same thing over here. I'm gonna do this one without pliers, maybe. Boom, and level. And then you got these little Phillips heads that just, there's a little tiny hole right next to the pin, and that's where this would go in. And half of the head of this Phillips sits over top of that pin we just put in and just holds it in from ever falling out. Simple little design. All right, got that in. Put these together. If it don't go forward, you just switch any two. Switch the middle and the left, or whatever. You just switch any two, and it should fix it. If it don't, you put them back to the way they were and go switch a different two. All right, guys, that little Redcat's back together. Sounding nice and tough with all those metal gears in it. Oh yeah. Thanks for watching another episode of My RC Life. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that now. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up button and share with everybody. I'll see you later.